The world we live in today is one where technology is developing very quickly. The movie rental service system will provide a more convenient interface for both the store owner and its customers. This project aims to provide a system that automates the main function of renting movies, enabling users to access services within the movie system and keeping track of the film they have already rented. Additionally, this project serves as an application of what we have learned from the Data Structures and Algorithms course. Okay, let's now dive into a quick demonstration of our group's movie rental service system. Upon running the program, the main menu will pop out on screen along with a short greeting to the customers. As you can see, this program provides 8 main options for the users, namely, insert a new movie, rent a movie, return a movie, show movie details, display all movies, check movie availability, customer's maintenance, and exit program. To begin with, let's check if there are already movies registered in the system. Since we have not yet added any movies at all, there is nothing inside this list yet. As for the store owner's side, he or she can check that out in the movies file. You can see that it's also empty here. So now let's go back and try selecting option 1 to insert a new movie. Let's type in all the necessary information. Once we enter this, the system will then tell the user that the movie has been inserted successfully. Now let's hit enter to continue. And now we are brought back to the main menu. With the same procedure, let's try adding 24 more movies so the system will have a total of 25 movies with 5 in every genre. Let's also set all the movies with 2 copies each. Also, since this is a newly made system, there are no customers registered yet. You can check that here in the customers file. See, there's nothing inside. So let's go to the customer's maintenance and enter option 1 to add a customer. Let's type in the name of the customer as well as his or her address. Okay, now it says a new customer has been added successfully. Let's hit enter to continue. Again, with the same procedure, let's add 9 more customer information into the system. Now to permanently save all the movie and customer details into a text file, let's exit the program. Press 8 and then enter. Let's check the movie and customer files again to see if everything are already saved there. So yeah, everything is here now. Of course, we can also see that in the system's interface. So let's try running the program again. Now let's check what option 5 looks like now. Okay, so now we have 25 movies in the list with 5 in every genre, namely horror, romance, science fiction, action, and comedy. We can also see that all these movies have 2 copies each. Now let's go back to the main menu.
In the Show Movie Details option, we can check the details of a specific movie. The program will ask you to enter the movie code, and the movie details are shown. We choose this option to check if copies of a specific movie are still available. The program will ask you to enter the movie code. In this example, we are checking if the movie Back to the Future is available. Since there are still remaining copies of this movie, the program shows us the details of the movie along with the message the movie is available. We can rent the movie quite easily. We only need to enter the movie code and the customer code. Since the movie is available, the program successfully rents the movie with a confirmation message, "Movie has been rented successfully." If the movie or the customer code does not exist, the program will print a message that the movie is out of stock. Unfortunately, it means that there are no current available copies of this movie that we can rent. We will check if the movie Back to the Future is still available. The movie is not available. It means that there are no current available copies of this movie. This also confirms that the movie Back to the Future has been rented successfully. We can repeat these steps for other movies that we want to rent.
In customer maintenance, show customer details. If you input the right ID code of the customer, it shows the ID code, the name of the customer, and the address. However, inputting the wrong ID code of the customer, that means the customer has not registered yet. Again, with the customer maintenance, a list of videos rented by the customer. If you input the customer's ID code, it will show the customer's details, the movies that the customers have rented. Again, the wrong ID code can show nothing. Before returning a video, just check the display of all videos and the copies of the movies, and it will show how many copies of the movies are available. Returning a video is just simple. The user must input the movie ID code and the customer's ID code, and the movie will successfully return. Again, check the display of all videos and the copy of the movie has been added again. Lastly, press 8 to exit and save all files. We must appropriately implement the basics to advanced C++ programming language in a functioning movie rent software, knowing the significance of understanding its many structures and functions. Programmers can individually work on distinct functions that can later be put together to construct the full project by using the conditions and loops that we have learned to use functional programming. We can more easily grasp each other's efforts and make improvements on our own now that we have our own time to code. We each become excellent team members or leaders because we can see and comprehend the project's risk and difficulties. And that's the end of our demonstration. I am Joyril Ignacio, the lead programmer, and my team is Shahani Visho, Programmer 1, and Jasmine Kamasura, Programmer 2, and we are the Star Platinum. Goodbye.